We're taking a live look at Lowe's on Sprague and Spokane Valley right now. Lots of Black Friday shopping going on. Look at all those Christmas decorations posted up in there. Oh, and we've got some M&Ms. What kind of flavor M&Ms are those? Our photojournalist Nate Brand is out there right now. Let's see what kind those were. They looked like the Christmas kind, but is it just, original? All right, cool. I like that. I can respect that. You see, we got Black Santa up there too. We got some reindeers. We got all types of different Santas, all types of different ethnicities. We love that. We respect that. We appreciate that. And there's more than 180 million people expected to shop this holiday weekend. Good morning. Welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Brandon T. Jones, and it is a good Friday morning. We're happy to be here after Thanksgiving. I'm sure lots of you are getting ready to dive into some of those leftovers because do we do breakfast on the morning after Thanksgiving, or is it too much cooking at that point? We've got Cody Proctor in here as well talking about the weather. Do you do breakfast on the day after Thanksgiving, Cody?
I mean, I've had 2 Thanksgivings, so kind of, yes. Yeah. Yesterday we had ham on Wednesday, an early Thanksgiving with my family, and it turned into ham sliders, so it worked for me. And then we had turkey later on that day. It was a lot, to say the least. But as we get you started for your Friday, whether that's for shopping or maybe you're just wanting to spend some time outside, burn off the calories. It's a cold one. You just might burn them off from shivering. Temperatures right now are at 30 degrees at the Spokane airport. We're seeing some clear skies. Those winds are at least calm at the airport. Temperatures across our region, most in the upper 20s to low 30s. Feels like it's even colder for some of us this morning. So if you are Black Friday shopping, maybe find a sweater that's on sale. Our wind speeds play a factor into that. The other thing we're watching this morning has been fog, particularly around Lewiston, especially because we could be seeing some tricky conditions with that, thanks to a freezing fog advisory. More details on your forecast coming up.
Thanks for that update on the weather, Cody. And the countdown is on to this year's Apple Cup between UW and WSU. We're just one day away from the big game at Husky Stadium in Seattle, and the Saturday kickoff for the Huskies and Cougs starts at 1 p.m. Well, guess what? Who's going to be there? KREM 2 Sports Director Travis Green. He's going to be there, and he gives us a preview of the big game.
Apple Cup Eve has arrived. The 115th meeting between the heated rivals. Coug fans everywhere are hoping WSU can pull off a massive upset to become bowl eligible for the 8th consecutive time. This is by no means an easy task. The Cougs are 13.5-point underdogs in this matchup. ESPN's matchup predictor gives WSU just an 11% chance to win. The Huskies are looking to complete a perfect 12-0 regular season and look poised to make the college football playoff. Quarterback Michael Penix Jr., he leads the country in passing yards and is a front-runner for the Heisman Trophy. Everything is stacked up against the Cougs, but thanks to a dominant 56-14 win over Colorado last week, the Cougs have some confidence back and believe they can pull off an upset that will be remembered for years to come.
I think it just got us back on track, got us back in the winning feeling, so I think we'll roll into this game really good. And we're going to surprise them dogs.
Said if we click on all 3 phases, man, we can beat anybody in the conference. So it's really not much about what they're doing. It's really how well can we perform and how can we be at our best at 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Well, it's going to be a challenge for sure to go into a packed stadium up there 1 o'clock on Saturday, but we're ready for it. We went to Oregon. We had up the crowd. We did come out with a win, so this time we need a better outcome, come out with a win.
Jake Dickert hoping to hoist the Apple Cup for the 2nd time out there in Seattle. As you heard from the players there, 1 p.m. the kickoff time at Husky Stadium. And I'll be out in Seattle for our Apple Cup coverage, so make sure to tune in to KREM 2 News later tonight and on Saturday for all of our coverage.
New in the last hour, 13 hostages held by Hamas in Gaza were released. This comes this morning as a 4-day ceasefire officially began between the Israeli Defense Force and Hamas. Israel plans to release 39 women and children currently being held in Israel prisons for every 10 additional Israeli hostages freed. There will be an extra day of the pause and more Palestinian prisoners released.
So grateful for any hostage that will be released. I am also hopeful that that deal will be the start of something bigger.
The pause and fighting will allow hundreds of humanitarian aid trucks into Gaza Strip. On social media and with flyers, Israeli forces are warning Palestinians not to return to northern Gaza, saying the war is not over. Oof, that's a pretty sight right there. Taking a live look at Schweitzer Mountain this morning. That looks just flat out beautiful right there. The ski resort plans to open its slopes for the season tomorrow. I know a lot of people are excited for that, but also another area resort is opening some of their attractions today. This morning, KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez is at Silver Mountain with a look at when people can start hitting the slopes there.
Yeah, so I'm at Silver Mountain right now, and there hasn't been too much snow this season, but hey, you can see still definitely some on the ground here. That means that today they are going to be able to open their magic carpet, which will lead to both the Bunny Hill, which is over here, and their tubing over here.
So there's about a foot of snow on Silver Mountain right now, so not quite enough to open any of the bigger runs yet. The tubing and Bunny Hill open at 10 o'clock this morning, though. I talked to Jeff Colburn, general manager at Silver Mountain. He says since their lodge is on the middle of the mountain, they can sometimes open before the other resorts. And he says if tubing or the Bunny Hill isn't for you, there's also some holiday events happening this weekend.
You can just take a scenic ride, come up and play in the snow if you want. You know, as far as the resort down below, we have a tree lighting ceremony and fireworks on Saturday night, so that's always great fun. Santa will be there.
For all you skiers and snowboarders out there, I'm sure having the full mountain open is what you're really waiting for. Jeff says that they probably need about another foot of snow to make that happen, but it's just a matter of time before they get there. On Silver Mountain, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
And Nicole is right when it comes to that kind of opening. We need more snow, but this weekend looks like we're not going to get it. One thing we are seeing, though, has been fog for parts of our region, and that's led to this freezing fog advisory that's in effect until 11 o'clock this morning for low visibility and slick road conditions because of that freezing. For the next 12 hours, though, if you wanted sunshine, looks like you're going to get it. We're expecting a lot of it for today. Highs mostly up into the upper 30s, low 40s. The next few days, we're keeping track of temperatures warming up to mostly those mid to upper 30s. Might see some patchy freezing fog tomorrow morning. However, take a look at those overnight lows, mostly in the low 20s. I'll have the reason behind the drop in temperatures coming up in your full forecast.